Hello, my friends. This is Qing Hong here. Painting watercolor wet in wet is my favorite approach. It's so amazing to see the colors merge onto the paper, in the water, and create such natural, organic, and magic fusions. And if you are new to watercolor, painting this way can be challenging as well. But the key is really to know the right pigment to water ratio. So today I want to share with you my approach. So basically for me, I have 3 types of different mixtures. And these 3 different mixtures have different pigment to water ratio or different consistency. And they correspond to the 3 values of your subject: light, mid-tone, and dark. Let me show you. I have here 3 different colors, 3 different pigments: yellow, orange, and red. And I'm going to mix them into the 3 different mixtures. For the yellow, I'm going to add a lot water to it. I have a lot water on my brush, and I simply just pour a little bit of the pigment. And I'm making this watery mixture. Now I put this watery mixture on my paper, and they are going to be my first layer. And you can see I have water that's beating up on this puddle of water, and that's the right amount of water that you want to have on the paper so that it doesn't dry up too early for you. And next, I have much less water on my brush, and I'm pulling more pigment into this new mixture. See, I'm making a creamy mixture. Now, when I lay this mixture into that first layer, the color can fuse beautifully, but not really being overrun too much by the water. So for the third pigment, I have really much less water, and I just bring up the pigment directly onto my brush and put them onto the mixture. So you see, because there's much less water, this color is not running everywhere. It can maintain its space mostly. So here you go, the 3 types of mixture: watery, creamy, and buttery. Almost pure pigment. Okay, now let's try this in a real-world application. Let's paint a rosebud. So first, I am putting on the paper is the watery mixture, and I use this watery mixture to define this big shape of my subject, and they become the first layer. Next, I have this creamy mixture, much less water, more pigment. It becomes the mid-tone of the subject. From this point on, every time I put new colors into my painting subject, I always have less water, so that anything new I bring into the subject will not wash out what I had earlier, but will work to strengthen it. So that's really the key. As you do wet in wet, from this point on, every time you put in new color mixture, always have less water. And you can dab your brush on the paper towel to get rid of the water. Now I am going to come in with the darkest color, And I have really little water on my brush, but pure pigment, so the color can stay together but not going everywhere. And you can see it's almost like dry brush, because it's truly I don't have much water on my brush. It's pure pigment. And with this almost dry and pure pigment, I can come in to define the darkest dark of the value of this subject, the little rosebud. Here, I'm actually using semi-opaque watercolor paint. It's a pigment from Holbein to bring back some of the green colors of the leaves and the stem. Okay, here I am ready for the final touch. So I bring out the darkest dark again with pure pigment. I want to strengthen the darkest dark of this little rose bud. So I'm using pure pigment of deep red and green mixture, make it really dark, to strengthen the form of the rose bud. And I'm also now using some pure pigment of deep red to give the rosebud some more texture and strengthen certain area. Using my favorite brush, my finger, to smudge some, to soften the edges. Okay, I think there you have it, this little rosebud. So just as a demonstration to show you how I use the 3 different types of mixture to paint wet in wet. I hope that helps. Let me know if you have any questions in the comment below, or what more tutorials you want me to create. Thank you for watching, and happy painting!